extra time.
Mishti Kotha, Bengal's newest taste of sweets.
I request Gopi sir to please start the press conference.
First of all, I think warm welcome to all of you. Thank you very much. I think it's been a long day for many of you, having waited for many hours. Apologies for keeping you waiting for so long. I think it's a very happy moment for all of us here. And when I look at the faces on this side, that side, every side, I think it just echoes the same sentiment. I think I'm so happy. I haven't seen a much pleasant press conference than this one, I think. Thank you very much. For me, truly, both these medals are very, very important and have given me immense pleasure. It's been my biggest dream to have victories at this level, and Sindhu has proved it once again, and Sai has done something which has been phenomenal. Also today we are missing the three other Paralympian World Championship medalists who could have been here but had to meet the minister, so they couldn't come here. They've been an inspiration and a true pleasure for me to personally watch them play at the Para World Championships. With these words, I will hand over the mic to Sindhu to say, Sai to say a few words first, and then Sindhu, and then we'll be ready to take some questions. Yeah, I think Sai has spoken to you, so Sindhu can take over.
Hello everybody.
Well, as you all know, I've been waiting for this medal, and finally I did it. Two bronze, two silver, and finally gold. And I think much weighted win for me. I'm really very proud about it. Um, I think I have no words to express because it definitely means a lot to me. And I would like to thank Gopi sir and Miss Kim. I think because of their support, I could do all this. We've really trained hard, and I got this. Thank you once again, Anna. And also, I would like to thank my parents because they've been really very supportive all the time. And I once again thank everybody who's here, who've been very supportive and who've always been giving their blessings to me. Thank you.
Two bronze, two silvers. That was a different feeling. So when you have come back to this with a gold, the where you have practiced, how is the feeling now actually now?
I can say I finally did it. Every time, 2017, 2018, I used to feel, even though I got silver, I was happy, but then that small something was missing. There was always a next time, okay, it's okay, next time. But now I think I've got gold, so I can just be relieved and say, I finally did it.
The last year or so, you've been having your moments, but you've also been having a bit of a tough time. But how did you motivate yourself and keep telling yourself that you do it? At any point of time, did you feel like, no, this is not happening, and did you want to do something different?
Well, every time, like last time when I missed it, I felt bad. And before that also, but I think I always believed in myself and I kept working hard. And I think with the support of Gopi sir and the other coaches, I've been learning from my mistakes, and I was also, correcting them, and I came back much more stronger. So I think that really helped me.
Now, Sindhu, now Olympics is very much clear now, 11 months from now. There'll be more expectations on you now. So how different challenge will be this for you now?
Well, responsibilities are always there. People would be expecting a lot more. But I think, for me, this win means a lot, and it gives me a lot of confidence. With the same confidence, I hope I move forward. And as you know, this is a qualification year for Olympics, so it's just step by step for me. And of course, my ultimate aim would be Tokyo 2020, but before that, I hope I do well in these coming tournaments as well.
So from 2017 till now, your mindset has changed. You're more confident, more aggressive, and you said your strength training and your physical training has changed. So do you have some other training for Olympics, and do you want to continue this kind of win? What is the secret?
Yeah, because if you see now badminton, I think especially in the women's circuit, every time you go onto the court, every tournament, it's a different game style. Every player has a different style of play, so every time we go onto the court, it's the game is changing. So you need to strategize accordingly and change your game accordingly. So we've been practicing on that. And I think that is very important, that it's not the same type of game you play every time, because we know each other's game. And it's just that, when you go onto the court, you change accordingly and strategize accordingly. So definitely we will be having, few more skills, new skills, and we'll be working hard for the Olympics, and definitely there will be a lot more new things coming up. So, yeah.
New things you want to add in that training?
Yes, sir.
Well, I think, to sum it up, I think over the last couple of years, when we won the first bronze in 2014, it was a happy moment. 2013. And when we won again, it was also a happy moment, the second bronze. And when we won the silver also, we were happy. It's not that we were unhappy when we came back from the event. Yes, the disappointment is there when you lose the match, but when you come back, you almost count your blessings and say, thank you very much for the medal, what we have. And that is very important. And today, after having won 2 bronze, 2 silver. It was probably time that we needed to get this one step. More than anybody, for Sindhu and her team to believe that the gold is possible. And gold is what is sustainable, is what we saw in the way she played the finals. Because it was a class victory which was performed very, very well at the highest stage in the biggest tournament in the world. So for the Olympics of 2016, Sindhu was not much known. Nobody really bothered so much. So that is going to change for 2020. She'll be the most marked player on the circuit. People have a year to train to plan their strategies against her. So we need to be doubly prepared. What she's done has really worked. Her physical strength is better. Her power is better. Her movements on court have improved. Her strokes have been working well. But it just needs to continue. And her opponents will plan for her, and she will have to be prepared for the opposition. So it's something which is very important, and very conscious of it, that we will need to make additions to the game. Thankfully, we have a whole team working behind her. We have new additions in the coaching staff. Coach Kim was there, so there's personalized attention which is available. The sparring partners, Rifan and Adi, who are there. There's her fitness trainer, Shrikant, who puts in good amount of work there. She has had help in meditation, and she's had some sessions with one other friend of mine called Mr. Reiki. So they have helped. So overall, it's a whole team which is there, and hopefully come 2020 we'll be happy. Hopefully we'll be happy to share more happiness post Tokyo.
Gopi sir, the last 3 matches, the quarterfinal, semi-final, final, in your, as a player and as a coach, have you seen a player dominate these 3 important matches with such intensity and such, class ever?
I think the match which she played at the first round, the second round against Bang Ziwen and Chen Yufei and Okuhara were real total dominations, but the match against Taizu was a close one. It could have gone either ways. And Sindhu stuck on, hit some big smashes on the body in the end, did some smart moves towards the end of the game, and she was able to clinch that. But that was a close match. It was for me, it was almost like one of those tennis finals where you're playing on grass and somebody with a big serve and a volley just runs through the match and you don't have any opposition against it. That's the kind of domination, because sitting there, I was almost thinking from Okuhara's side, and I was saying, what is it that she can do to beat Sindhu? And I just couldn't see her do anything. In the sense, everything came back better, and Sindhu was stronger. So definitely on that day, by far Sindhu was superior. And even against Chen Yufei, and not that she's only done it in this tournament, but if you look at, say, the Indonesian Open, also the scores were 7-14 against Okuhara in the quarterfinals, and also against Chen Yufei it was 11-12 and 13. So basically, she had beaten both of them completely. The only player whom she has lost to in the last few months was Yamaguchi. And once Yamaguchi had lost, I was kind of saying, okay, fine, this is good. Now, if she gets over Taizu, then she's definitely going to make it to the gold.
Yes, sir. Sindhu, for once, cricket went to the backdrop and badminton came the top. And how much was it for yours and Sai Pranit's, and how is Sai Pranit's performance?
Of course, 36 years tarvata Malli oka men's bronze medal. I think it is a very big achievement for him. And I would congratulate Sai for his Arjuna Award Kuda. Both together, I think it's a very good confidence for him to boost up and perform in the coming tournaments. And alage, I think I once again congratulate Sai and also Sai's parents and family. And I know it is really very tough, and when you get that medal and podium medal, when you stand there, it's a proud moment for him and also for the country and for everybody, especially for the sport. అండ్ బ్యాడ్మింటన్ యాజ్ అ స్పోర్ట్ చూసుకుంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎంతో మంది బాగా ఆడుతున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు మెన్స్లో చూసుకుంటే a lot of people are in top 20 ఇండియా నుంచి కూడా. So it's really good for the juniors also, taking taking us an inspiration, and also they would also learn a lot more things and work hard and come up in their life. Yeah, a lot of people have been taking up badminton as a career now, junior players. So I would just say one thing, that they are working hard. So it's just that they need to believe in themselves, and they they need to work hard. And I know sometimes there are ups and downs, but I would say whatever it is, sometimes it's really hard, and they might think that I'm not able to win or I'm losing. But I think you will learn a lot more from your loss, and you have to come back stronger. And it's very important that you need to enjoy playing. That is very important.
Sindhu, what is the message you can give to side to beat promoter? Yeah, because you are beating the Japanese now and then. Now, how do you give some game plans to Sai Pranit?
అది సీక్రెట్, నెక్స్ట్ టైం ఆడతాడంట. ఆయనకి చాలా ప్లానింగ్ ఇంకా స్ట్రాటజీస్ ఉంటాయి ఆబ్వియస్లీ. బట్ యా, హీస్ డన్ రియలీ వెల్. ఐ థింక్ దిస్ టోర్నమెంట్ వాజ్ అ గ్రేట్ టోర్నమెంట్ ఫర్ హిమ్, అండ్ హీ గేవ్ హిస్ బెస్ట్. బట్ ఆ రోజు మేబీ డ్యూ టు సమ్ మిస్టేక్స్ he might have lost. But I think before 2 matches, Ginting ఇంకా జానథన్ క్రిస్టీని చాలా బాగా ఆడి straight 2 setsతో గెలిచాడు. So I think it's time for him to enjoy the victory.
In your prime, we are clear playing along. If you are in your prime, we are clear playing along.
Like Sindhu.
He was.
You are now in your
I'll ask Sindhu to answer that.
I know. As you know, Gopi sir is always fit, and we play. Sorry, I won't say that, but you never know. If I say that, then tomorrow's training is going to be really hard. So.
No, something about the new coach Kim. You said some correctional measures and something. Something she should also get some credit for this.
Yeah, definitely. A big thanks to her, because she's been working hard, and I've been training under her for a couple of months now. And I think it's all together. I would say Gopi Anna and Kim and everybody. It's not just Nadi, like not individual, but all together. We've had a good planning, and we worked out together. We planned together, and we got this. So I would like to thank them for that.
I think let's celebrate this moment one. The important thing, I think, since all of you are here, and probably a burning question, and which I have tried to speak to in the last few months, a little more openly than I have done in the past. The fact is that today, whether it's Saina, Sindhu, whether it's Srikanth, Sai, Pranoy, Saurav, Samir, Kashyap, I think we have a bunch of players, and these names you've heard in the last 5, 6, 10 years, who continue to be there, and there's a whole new generation of people behind them who are coming up. But unfortunately, we haven't invested enough in coaches. And all of them, Sindhu would need time personally, Saina would need time personally, Srikanth, Sai, Samir, everybody, dealing with top 10 players. We actually have a big vacuum in terms of producing coaches of quality, and it's not a training program, it's an ecosystem issue. So we need to work a lot harder to bridge that gap. I'm very happy that Park and Kim have come to share the load in the singles. We've got people like Siadat back, we've got Amrish Shinde, we've got a couple of Indonesian coaches, we've got young coaches from the academy, Anil, Tony, Dilip. We've got a bunch of them who are actually working. We've got in this, again in the doubles section also, we managed to get Flandy and Namri as coaches. But we have a bunch of our Indian coaches helping them, Arun, Pragnya, and a whole bunch of people, Vijaydeep Singh and stuff helping there. But these numbers need to be larger, and we need more confident people to be able to sit behind a match and train world level athletes. We need more people who can tell a strategy against a Lindan, and that we haven't achieved. Hopefully when this generation of people retire, we will actually get those people, and if these people get back into coaching, then we will actually get that numbers which are required. So it's a little, is an answer without, it's a question without an easy answer. Till that time, it's very important that people like Park and Kim, Namri and Flandy, we had the previous years, Mulio or Edwins or all of them come and support. So it's important that we have foreign support till that moment of time. But one is volume, second is quality. Both we need, and these are big things which we require. The second thing is they're traveling, like they're here. If you look at the schedule, we are here for 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now. Later, then 2 tournaments in China, Korea. Then they go again. After a week, they go Denmark, France. After a week, they go China, Hong Kong. And after a couple of weeks, they play the tour finals. And this is almost just till December. And in between, you have events like Syed Modi and a couple of other 300 tour events. So we've got a lot of events which are there. So we need coaches going there. We need physios going there. We need trainers going there. We need coaches at base. And this is only the top cream which I'm talking. There's a whole bunch of juniors, sub-juniors, mini badminton players who are doing well, who need support. And that is very important. So I think it's a large issue which we are facing. It's also our own doing because we've grown too fast and the infrastructure around us hasn't grown enough. But it's a big problem we have, and we need to sort it out, and we need to talk about it and collectively find an answer. Having said that, I think for me, Sai winning here and getting that medal is super. 36 years, every time people would ask, now the medal is coming, now it's coming. So I played a quarters, I didn't make it. Anup played a quarters, didn't make it. Kashyap played a quarters, didn't make it. Shrikant played a quarters, didn't make it. We almost there, didn't. And then finally, Sai has ticked that box. So the next time somebody reaches the semi-final, they're not happy. They want the final. So that's what you would want. And that's something which is very important. And Sindhu winning closes that loop. People will not ask this question, is it a mental block? And that's important. And let's move on, and hopefully we'll have a whole new chapter from the coming years.
Sai, can you share your victory here? Can you share your victory? What do you have to say? You're such a quiet person. I want you to speak something about your victory.
Well, I'm speaking from last 4 hours, I think. Yeah, I think this victory was very special, and winning a bronze medal for myself and India winning a bronze medal after so long makes it even more special. And I think the main reason, I think in the quarter final, I think is just because of Gopian. I won that first game and I won the match. I think that was really, which I'll remember forever, and I really thank Anna for that. I'm really happy for what I have done.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.